Alright, so just like many examples that we did in this class, what we're going to do is this starting a new file, and we're going to go over the units and setting the units and limits and the layer style, and we're going to set these up and then start our drawing. So the first thing I want to do is that I'm going to go to the units. I'm going to change the type of the unit to architectural, and for the precision I'm going to use 1/16 inch. That will be enough for this drawing. And then I'm gonna hit OK, and then I have to set the limits for this drawing. So I'm gonna set the limits for this drawing. For the lower left, it's supposed to be 0, comma 0, and for the upper right, it's gonna be 66 feet, comma, or 50 feet. So now I set the limits. Let's go and starting our layer properties. So I'm gonna go up here and click on the layer properties, and I have my layers set up. Okay, so first layer is gonna be a border, so I'm gonna call that border. Changing the color to red, so I'm gonna use the red color. And for the layer type, we're gonna use the line type, we're gonna use the continuous. Second line is gonna be a center line, so it's gonna be center line, and I'm gonna use a green. Oops. Okay, green, and supposed to be center line. So we're gonna click on the line type, and in the line type we're gonna load the center line. So I'm gonna go all the way down to center line. Okay, that's gonna be good. Center line, and change that one and press OK. So now I don't know why this, I'll keep doing that. Okay, all right, so this one is going to be center line, and the thickness I'm going to leave it as default. Then we go to the other line that we have. We're going to go to the column, I'm going to change the color to blue, and for the color we're going to use a continuous, but for the thickness I'm going to use a little thicker lightweight. I'm going to go with the 0.3, 0.4, maybe better. Okay. Next layer is going to be pile cap. And it's going to be magenta color. So let's go and choose magenta color. And for the thickness, I'm going to use a basically I screw up. I have to change these two to continuous. So let's start from the pile cap. I'm going to change the pile cap, change it to continuous. The thickness is going to be 0.4. It's fine, the thickest one. This one, the column, is supposed to be also continuous. So we're going to check continuous, and it's going to keep it as it is. All right, good to go. And the last one is going to be pile. So go with the piles. And as we see in the drawing, we don't see the piles because they are underground. They are under the cap. So we have the flexibility to choose the color, whatever color we want. So I'm going to use this orange color. And since we don't see the piles, basically those piles are supposed to be in a hidden format. So I'm going to click on continuous. I'm going to go over and load, and I'm going to find the hidden. Here we go, the hidden. I'm going to choose the hidden. Click on the hidden. Okay. So now that I have my settings, the only thing that I want to just play a little bit with is that I want to add the line weight to other stuff that I have here. So for the center line, I'm going to change it default and put it as 0.9. Okay. For the border, I'm going to use the same thickness of the middle, somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to go change it to 0.2. And what else I have? Okay, one thing that I didn't put here and I want you to do, it's not included in assignment, but I want you to do is that I want you to create another layer and you call it text. The color, you can put whatever color you want. So for this one, I want to use sort of a middle green kind of thing. It's going to be continuous, and the thickness, as I mentioned, usually the text of the color or the thickness of the text is supposed to be somewhere in the lowest range. So I'm going to put it at 0.9. All right. Now that I have the layer set up, I'm going to go over the second phase, which is the drawing of this pile cap system.